Trump calls Kamala Harris beautiful on Time magazine cover. Time magazine's latest cover features Vice President Kamala Harris. The White House candidate's Time cover story on Monday covered how she became the presidential nominee after Joe Biden stepped out, her 2020 presidential bid, and how America's political landscape has altered since 2020. USA Today's cover story noted that Kamala Harris energized voters and audiences better than Joe Biden. The magazine did not interview Harris or her campaign crew, who have denied interviews. A judge found her and former Overstock CEO Patrick Byrne guilty of leaking up to 1 million confidential records in a separate defamation lawsuit, disqualifying her from representing him on Tuesday. She faces criminal charges for illegally accessing Michigan voting machines after the 2020 election. Stephanie Lambert won't represent Byrne, a significant election misinformation financier, in Dominion Voting Systems' $1.6 billion damages lawsuit over former President Donald Trump's 2020 election defeat. Last March, Lambert disclosed Dominion emails to a county sheriff in southwestern Michigan and to a court filing in her own criminal case in Michigan, violating a court order requiring confidentiality in the defamation case. U.S. Magistrate Judge Kamala Upadhyaya of Washington disqualified Lambert. The record clearly shows that Lambert deliberately violated multiple court rules and orders and continues to do so despite ample warning of the consequences and assuring the court she would comply, Upadhyaya said, raising serious concern that she joined Byrne's legal team for the sheer purpose of gaining access to and publicly sharing Dominion's protected discovery. The judge disqualified Lambert for his truly heinous misconduct because it had already tainted and would infect future proceedings. The judge wrote that Byrne broke secrecy orders, although the judge did not specify his acts or Dominion's punishment. Legal consequences persist for allies who supported Trump's false 2020 election claims, even as top Republicans refuse to accept November's election results with 12 weeks until Election Day. Byrne, who funded efforts to sway the 2020 election, has continued to use litigation evidence to falsely accuse Dominion, claiming that law enforcement would face a piano wire and a blowtorch if they did not drop a case against an ally who a Colorado jury found guilty on Monday. Lambert said Tuesday that Byrne will immediately appeal Upadhyaya's ruling. Byrne had no immediate comment. Dominion has sued Byrne, conservative businessman Mike Lindell, and former Trump attorneys Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell for $1 billion or more for airing baseless claims that its voting machines rigged the 2020 election against Trump and for Biden. Fox News has settled for $787.50 million. Byrne recruited Lambert, aka Stephanie Lambert Gentila, in December to overturn Trump's Michigan loss. The fuel search for Trump conspiracy proof led to her August 2023 charges of 4 state felony counts of accessing voting equipment in 2020. Lambert has linked her civil and criminal cases in D.C. and the important 2024 swing state due to her serial defiance of court authorities while under criminal indictment. Lambert received a bench warrant for missing her March 7 criminal case hearing. After Byrne's civil case hearing March 19, U.S. Marshals arrested her and a D.C. Superior Court judge released her on an unsecured $10,000 bond. Michigan police ordered her to surrender. Lambert admitted before her arrest in Byrne's case that she exchanged Dominion records with Dar Leaf, a southwestern Michigan county sheriff investigated for the voting machine conspiracy, despite a court order to maintain their secrecy. The weekend before, Leaf posted almost 2,000 pages of the materials to X. Lambert claimed the Michigan case is invalid based on the revelations. Dominion sought the Washington court to remove Lambert from the case, claiming she was using the cases to disseminate misinformation and hurt employees. The business said Lambert's conduct should shock the conscience and undermine legal and election integrity. Lambert claimed they showed Dominion collaborated with foreign nationals in Serbia to damage the U.S. voting system. Byrne stated on X that Lambert signed an NDA, but she found proof of continued wrongdoing and reported it to law enforcement, echoing his court position. If she found a severed head in the discovery box, she had to notify law enforcement. The Dominion attorneys called this a xenophobic conclusion based solely on the company's international employees. A business spokesman emailed that any suggestion that Dominion personnel anywhere tried to meddle with any election is just false. Lambert claimed Byrne might share national security information with police. In 2019, Byrne departed his startup. Byrne met with Trump and others at the White House to discuss measures to stop Biden from becoming president. Robert Driscoll, Byrne's previous attorney, told the court he learned about the leaks on social media and requested Lambert to stop them. His business dropped Lambert's case March 12 but still represents him in other cases. Lambert participated in former Trump attorney Sidney Powell's unsuccessful actions to stop 2020 election results certification, and records show both went for Georgia and Michigan voting machine data. Powell pleaded guilty to conspiracy to intentionally interfere with election duties in Georgia state court. In the Georgia case, an unindicted co-conspirator branded Trump and others as racketeers, matching Lambert. Additionally, on May 9, Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel charged Lambert and former Adams Township Clerk Stephanie Scott with felony fraud for unauthorized voting system access. Both deny wrongdoing. Lambert may go to trial in October for her first Michigan case. Her second case and Dominion's Byrne case have no trial dates.